Donald Trump could spring a major surprise by going to North Korea to meet Kim Jong-un. unFrank Jannuzi, who advised John Kerry during the former U.S. Secretary of State's time as chairman of the powerful United States Senate Committee on Foreign Relations, believes Mr. Trump is ready to ignore his advisors and meet Kim on his home turf. Mr. Trump surprised everybody at the start of the year when he revealed plans for a historic meeting between himself and Kim, despite the two embroiled in a bitter war of words ever since his election in 2016. Various possibilities have been floated as to a venue, including Beijing, Singapore, Ho Chi Minh City and Ulaanbaatar, after Mr. Trump himself confirmed the summit is unlikely to happen in the United States. Mr. Jannuzi, who had lunch with South Korean ambassador to the US Cho Joo-je last week, said, if he knows the venue he is not saying. GETTYFrank Jannuzi pictured with senior South Korean diplomat Wi Sung-Lac earlier this year. However, the North Koreans do not want to go to Beijing because they don't like being the little brother to China. I think Beijing is almost impossible. Singapore or Ho Chi Minh City could work, but I think it could be Pyongyang. John Bolton and Mike Pompeo would advise against it, but so what? Trump won't care what they say because it's all about him. It would be like Nixon going to Beijing. The ratings would be huge. Getty: an orchestrated celebration in Pyongyang last week, with its Arc de Triomphe in the background. What's better, Ulaanbaatar or Pyongyang with its Arc de Triomphe, which is actually 10 meters taller than the one in Paris? I think Trump will love it. Mr. Jannuzi said he believed the summit would go ahead despite Mr. Trump saying he would respectfully walk out if he felt conversations with Kim were not going the right way. The former diplomat said, I think that is the reality of sitting down with the North Koreans has begun to dawn on his brain, and he has been starting to get briefings about the complexity. He wants to leave himself a little wriggle room to make it clear to his audience that this is tough. What he is saying is, if I don't see the right attitude, I reserve the right to walk out. Partly it is that he is coming to terms with how hard this is going to be, but I also credit him with keeping the diplomatic pressure on North Korea, and he is reminding them that he is not a sucker. The most interesting adverb he used was respectfully. I think that reflects his optimism. He did not want his words to be taken the wrong way by North Korea. I don't think this is him getting cold feet and preparing us for anything, indicating he is not going to do it. The fact is, Trump desperately needs a win. He is considered to be a drag on the Republican ticket going into the midterm elections, so a foreign policy win of this magnitude could be very helpful to him. It could define his presidency. If he pulls this off and the Republicans defy expectations and hold on to both houses, this then means no impeachment. All that tack melts away.